Hi, I'm Wong Kai Ching, and welcome to the final presentation as well as the walkthrough for my mobile application that was done for the experiential design course. This mobile application is an indoor navigation app which was named Taylor's Finder, in which users are able to locate on some venues in the campus and also able to go from one point to another point, which is from their current location towards their desired destination. Now let's move on to the Unity walkthrough on some mechanics as well as some features that was available in this mobile application. Upon entering to the app, the users will be led to this instruction page in which they'll be able to look into the instructions and some tips that was available in this mobile application. Alright, upon looking into the instructions as well as the tips, you can press on the understood button and the users will be needed to log in using their student ID as well as their password in order to use this app. Then they'll be led to this homepage in which they'll be showing the locations, features, the venues that will be going shortly, as well as the taskbar below. Alright, upon pressing the Lecture Theatre 4 button, the users will be transported to this AR view, which the users will be going from the trading room, which is BizBot, towards the Lecture Theatre 4, and there'll be a line that will be generated. They'll be guiding the user to the destination, and it will be updated according to the location of the user. And as you can see, I have arrived at the Lecture Theatre 4. And besides that, there will also be a Lecture Theatre 17 feature. Users will be able to go to Lecture Theatre 17 from the Lecture Theatre 12, and users will just needed to go straight and turn left, and they will be able to arrive at this Lecture Theatre 17. There are some features that was not able to be implemented into this mobile application, which is the distance, which was not updated. As you can see, if I'm moving, it will not be updated on the distance that was left of the user and the destination. Besides that, the icons for the directions will also not be updated for this app, and it might not be able to show the accurate directions for this simulation as well as the mobile application. But then again, the line renderer that was in this AR view will be able to update on the real-time location of the user to this location, to their destination, and users will be able to press on the button on the top left to go back to the previous page. Alright, before we go to the live walkthrough, I would also like to explain more about some mechanics and some scripts were involved in this Unity editor. For this slider, there was a feature in which the scroll view will be enabling this scroll feature to be able to take place, and I've also closed the horizontal sliding line in order not to render out the scrolling bar. And this scroll view was also implemented into the instruction page, in which it will be able to let the users to look into the instruction and the tips for using this mobile application. As mentioned previously, users will be able to click onto the buttons below to be able to shift from left to right. Alright, moving on to the main page. For the main feature of this AR view, alright, there was also a script. There's also a script that was able to enable this real-time updating of the line, the real-time updating of this line renderer in order to follow the directions of the user, in which there will be this will be the script, the collector spawner, which will be enabled this Unity to calculate on the direction of the user, as well as pinpointing the final destination of the user in order to guide them towards the location. For instance, as you can see on the right, there will be this prefab in which will be spawned at here, but the mesh renderer was closed for the object in order to be able to let the user to focus on this line renderer. And the player will be this AR camera, in which enables the line renderer to follow the direction to be updating according to where the user is standing. And the path will be this line renderer. Alright, and there will be also an actual goal, which will be featuring where the users will be standing. For example, the final destination for the user will be right here. So upon placing right here, it will automatically recognize the actual goal, which is the location that the user will be going, and able to let the Unity to know that where the user is standing as well as the destination, and render out the line renderer to be able to have a straight line. And all of this was because of this collectible spawner script to be able to enable this indoor navigation possible. Right now we'll be moving on to the live walkthrough, which the mobile application was built into my phone. Alright, welcome back to the live navigation for this mobile application. As you can see, there's the logo for this mobile application, and as we press this app icon, I'll be transported into the app, in which I'll be shown the instructions or the tips for this mobile application. There are some tips on how to use, for example, turn on the camera, move along the lines that were shown, as well as to reach the destination. Alright, after that I'll just need to press unlisted, and then I'll need to log in using my student ID as well as the password in order to log into this mobile application. Upon logging into this application, I'll be transported to this homepage, in which they'll be showing the location as well as some buttons below. And then next up, we'll be showing the AR feature for the location. For the first one, we'll be showing the lecture theater 4, in which we'll just need to press on the first location button, in which we'll be transported to this AR view. And I'll be going to the lecture theater 4 from the B spot, the training room. Alright, the line will be showing me to walk straight, and I will just need to follow. And as you can see, the line is still following me. It will update according to the camera's position. Alright, as we move forward a bit, I'll be arriving at the lecture theater 4, and so I have reached the destination. The next location will be lecture theater 17, and by going to this page, I'll just need to scroll to the right and press on the button to the lecture theater 17, and I'll be going to lecture theater 17 through this LT12, from LT12 to the destination. And same as before, the line will be rendered onto this AR view, and the users will just need to follow the direction of this line towards the destination. And the lines will also be updated based on the location of the user, the position of the user in this AR view. And as the user moves straight, you'll be able to reach the destination of this lecture theater 70. Alright, with the live walkthrough being presented, there have been some flaws and disadvantages that I'd like to talk about for this mobile application. As you can see from the live walkthrough, there are some hiccups as well as some flaws that was occurred in the live walkthrough. Alternatively, there were some flaws in which the lines will not be able to spawn accurately and misaligned with the area target, and this goes to show that there's some improvements that will be able to be done to this mobile application, and there were some attempts and some alternatives that could be able to enable a smoother experience. There were some alternatives that I have thought about, which is the rendering the lines with some fixed positions of the cube, securing the line renderer with some cubes. This was the first idea that I have, in which there were also some hiccups where the lines were too fixed on the locations and it will remain on the same position. This was one of the alternatives for the line that was rendered, will be able to enable the live update of the line renderer by using the user's real-time location. From the walkthrough, you can also see that the line updated constantly was having some problems in locating on the actual position of the real target, and sometimes led to this misalignment of the line renderer in the AR view. There were a lot of learning outcomes for this assignment, in which I have learned on the scripting as well as the framework on how to work on this Unity app, and this script was one of the fun parts and as well as some difficult parts in which I needed to learn and able to connect them together, connect the dots. And besides that, I've also learned on some of the fundamentals of building the tools as well, building this mobile application, able to tweak with some settings that will be built into this mobile application. And there were a lot of trial and errors in the process to be able to tweak on some features to make it to be able to initiate on some features that was implemented in this app. And I've also learned to be able to pinpoint on some flaws in the mobile application, but due to time constraint, I was not able to complete some of the features. As mentioned, I was unable to complete the distance and the update the location, the icons for the locations that I'll be going. This was one of the learning outcomes that I have for this assignment, and I think that it was fun, and luckily this assignment was able to prove some AR features was able to work well, as well as proving that they will be needing more amendments as well as more corrections, more fine-tuning in order for the AR feature to be able to function more properly. And this also sparked my interest in the augmented reality, because I was able to react with some of the virtual elements in the real life as well through this mobile application. And this has sparked some interest of me to learn more about the scripting for the C# Unity, as well as to further learn more in fine-tuning this feature. I hope this mobile application walkthrough was clear, and I apologize if there were some parts that was not done right. And finally, thank you very much for listening. This is the final presentation walkthrough for this experiential design. Thank you very much and have a nice day.